going to wet the page. You know what? I can do it faster like this. Ready? You could just go down it, okay? Okay. You can just, we're gonna do wet on wet, because number one, people say to me, I can't control where the watercolors go. I know. You can. All you gotta do is just control where the water is. I like Bumblebee too. She dropped that hint and I'm loving it. So we're going to drop some Bumblebee down. Oh, she's pretty. I kind of like that citrus as well. At least we know where that color is. Okay. I like that color. I'm not going to stress if colors go into colors. They mix. That's not going to be me tonight. Well, I definitely love this color because you know me, I want everything to be bright and bold. That just really spread out. Didn't anticipate that. Oh boy, what is she doing today? What is she doing today? Okay, I like that color. I like candy. Well, why don't we go and just go over here to this beautiful, spread out, spread your wings. Go, be free. Oh, you are gorgeous too. You're very pretty. You're all very pretty in your own little way. Did I use that? Then I use this, then I'll use this. Okay, pinky pink. Oh, gal, I hope she likes pink. Well, hope she does. 'Cause I'm just doing it how I feel. Now, oh, well, I'm in all the colors right now. Okay. You know, there could have been purple in here. I could have put purple in here. What am I doing? There was a perfectly good purple just sitting here waiting for my attention. That's okay. You can mix the colors up. You can mix the colors up. Now, how many of you are like, wow, look at the reds are going, they're all going together. The yellows are mixing up. The things are mixing up. Hello. That's okay. That's okay. Now, I really liked well, I guess it's whatever that pool party. But I really liked the other blue, and I definitely liked the green. I gotta think. I have to think if I want the background green, or if I want the background blue. I'm just gonna do this. So we're just gonna come in and now just put some color. Paper's getting dry because it's really dry in my studio. I know I live in North Carolina, but I leave a dehumidifier going, so it gets pretty dry in here, and I have a couple of air conditioning fans going because I don't like to paint when I'm hot. I mean, we can kind of see flowers, can't we? Still. Okay, just drop it. And then because I couldn't decide what color I wanted, I'm gonna put hola. I love that. Hi. I couldn't decide, so we're just gonna drop it in there. Okay. How are we feeling? I'm kind of feeling like, oh my God, you are just going wherever you want. Like, for example, what are you doing? Go back there. You're supposed to be in there. Dry your brush off. You can control it. Okay. And then this brown. I never use brown. But every now and again, brown finds its place. And it's going to find its place here because that's kind of natural. We're going to use a stencil brush later, so don't worry if you... And I'll put in some brown here. Just drop it in there. We're still a little bit wet, so that's good. And we'll just let that float around for a minute. There we go. And it's already just doing what it's supposed to be doing and letting the colors flow. Watercolors follow water. So if you did not want the colors to blend together, then you just leave little spaces, but watercolors follow the water. And in this case, I did wet on wet. So I pre-wet the background, meaning I pretty much was free flowing this. So, hi everybody. Let's see, we got Australia, we got SoCal in the house, Texas. Yeah, I should be asking, where's everybody from? Where are you tuning in from? And is anybody's first time here? I'd love to know. Tasmania. I've not been to Tasmania, but I have been to 3 places in Australia. Melbourne, Sydney, Cairns, something? Cairns. I am. I'm probably Tennessee. I've been to Tennessee. Minnesota, I've been there. I've been to Sydney. Grove, Oklahoma. I've been to Oklahoma City and Norman and wherever OU. Is that Norman? I don't remember. Okay. Now, I've got my Sharpie right here. Holland, Michigan. It's such a gorgeous time to be in Holland. I'm from Michigan originally, so I love the Tulip Festival and I love Holland. I kissed a boy in Holland. Albany, New York. I've been watching. I forgot to sign on. Hello, welcome. Connecticut. Never been to Connecticut. Prince Edward Island, Canada. Never been there. Want to go there. Been to Canada. Been there when I was. Oh, I'm going to be in Norman, Oklahoma. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This is so great. I'm loving this game. All right. Now, I do have these watercolors still out, because they're sitting here. And I can just start to mix into here because we want to find where these flowers are. And I usually just go back into the color I used and start kind of light. Oops. I need some, spray bottle. Okay. Spray bottle. Keep the watercolors watery, not watering. Okay. So I can just go back with the watercolors now, and we're going to just kind of find where the petals are and what they're doing and how they came into my little world. Yesterday I used like a charcoal color. What was that? Oh, that was in the vintage pastels. I'm going to pull that back out. I got so inspired by those. I'm going to pull those back out and show you how I did the middles and stuff. Okay. Now this guy is going to be, see what's kind of cool is when I let the watercolors go where they want, they kind of tell me like this is a petal, this is a petal, this is a petal, this isn't a petal. And you can just make your own little bouquet of flowers. We don't care that they came together. We can shape them. I'm learning so much about, near Washington, D.C. I've been to D.C. In fact, my brother just asked me to go next week, but I can't go. He's going with his wife. We talked about it. We're going to Indiana. We're going to drive to Indiana. There's a reason why, but we are driving to Indiana in July. Okay. So now we even can see more. I can see more. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Okay. And I'm just going to continue to shape this until I am happy. Ooh, Northern California. Is anybody near the Central Coast? I showed my photo of Hearst Castle. I absolutely love Hearst Castle. All right. Now, before I do anything with said Sharpie, You want to make sure this is dry. I'm using a heat tool. Heat comes out of this. Don't concentrate it. Keep it a couple of inches off the paper and move it around. A hair dryer will work, or you could just let this air dry. What did I say at the beginning? I'm probably the most impatient person that I know. I mean, that bathroom was started on Friday. It is it is Wednesday, and that bathroom is not done. I'm kidding. I can't be like that. I do really want it done, but all right. Are you dry? Yeah, you are dry. Okay. So I'm not a drawer. A lot of people get really nervous that I just whip the Sharpie out. There's no pencil involved. And that's where I feel like I can be most creative, because what happens is when I pull out a pencil, the dang nabbit thing has an eraser, which is a doubt stick at the end. It means I'm not sure I really want to do that, and then I have the ability to erase it, and I will never get anything done. So that's why I don't use a pencil. I hate writing in pencil. And if I have to write in pencil, I want a 3B lead. I literally know everything about pencils because my first job was in an office supply store. So yes, I have to have a 3B lead. I want the softest lead. I have to use a pencil for some drafting stuff at work, and if somebody takes my pen, nobody can do that anymore because I work from home. But if I'm drafting something for work and people stole my pen, my pencil, all bets were off. And I could find it in a heartbeat. It was clearly marked. Nobody ever stole it. You gave me the confidence of not using a pencil anymore. It just frees your world. Now, I can't really see the end of like where some of these petals begin and end. So I don't panic. I don't get upset about it. I just leave them float for a minute. Then I make little heartbeats. What are those? Like my heart goes. Okay. I mean, just go with the flow. Is there any reason why I use a Sharpie other than a black marker, Pitt pen, Posca? Thank you in advance, because I'm cheap. It's available, and it kind of like everybody can get it. But Posca, every other pen in the world, different points. Posca, love Posca. I don't know if I have my Posca. I have a big, oh yeah, I do. These are all Poscas. Posca gave this to me, and I love it. And I didn't know that it did this. So when I was carrying around my pens on the airplane, I had it open, and then it slipped closed. And then I figured out that's what it's for. Just permanent black is what I use, but I like Sharpie. It's kind of available, and it's actually not my absolute favorite pen, but it allows me to say like ultra fine is, this thickness, instead of, sometimes I use like I'll say, oh, the thickness of the pen is 0.7, 0.05, this, and when you're teaching, everybody's like, what? How do I know what the thickness of my pen is? And I'm like, okay, I'm causing problems. If I can get people to create with some of the most basic supplies and just get out of their head, and then you can go buy the way expensive stuff that you want that is going to make your heart happy. I think a lot of people buy, collect, and don't use, and for the mere purpose of, some of us are. I used to be an art supply collector, but now I'm an art supply user and abuser. I'm getting to the point in my life, I know I can't take it with me We're gonna need a big pine box for that one. So I really do try to excessively use what I have. Now you see what I did with that? My flowers just changed the petals, just changed shape. The petals just changed shape. Jan, we were waiting for you. I waited as long as I could, and then I had to begin. She forgot it was Wednesday. You know why, Jan? Because I painted yesterday, the day before, the day before. Y'all don't see me that much. So I'm just doing little I can move this in, by the way. I am like doing just little scratches and scribbles. And I did promise I will use the, I want to show you how I use just one way to use my stencil brushes. I think my favorite is explaining the heartbeat. Like, that's just a heartbeat. Tonight I'm going to fill orders. So if you placed an order, I'm going. And then I'm going to relax. I didn't go to bed till 2:30, and so I was really exhausted today, and I could feel it. I took a nap. And I haven't had a nap in a long time. Uh-oh, we had somebody who stood up and said, that's me. I'm a hoarder of art supplies. Now I'm retired. I'm using my supplies. I love it. I love it. She used the key word retired. But I always like to say, too, I have been a mom, owned a home, worked 2 or 3 jobs, and always made time for my art. So don't think you have to just be retired in order to play and be with us. Okay, don't think that. Tonight I have to get myself to go to bed at a really reasonable time because I got a hair appointment tomorrow and I don't want to fall asleep in the shampoo bowl. This is my issue, collecting more than using, although I'm shifting into the mindset you just described. Use all of it. Don't save it for a rainy day. You know why? Most people don't survive to a rainy day. All of a sudden, you just go, man, I saved that for a special occasion. No, today's special. Today is special. Use the fancy plates. I'm now in my paper plate era. I think moving cross country, you just realize, what am I going to do with that dang silver set that I got for my wedding? I brought it with me. I don't know what to do with it. All right, love your pink and purple. No red. Connie, there she is. Connie, I talked about you. Okay. I talked about you in a good way. I was joking that yesterday you were like, no red. Oh, red. Okay, black. I don't know why I'm sitting like this. I'm like sitting like a pretzel. Da-na-na-na-na. I'm looking for black. I could use Payne's Gray. Let's do Payne's Gray. Sitting right here. Black will work too. Now, this is probably, I usually use a palette, but I'm going to show you here so that you know what I'm doing. Okay. Just a dab will do you with this. But I'm using, okay, I'm a mom, full-time job, and I get in the art once a week at least, but it's hard, although art is relaxing. Wish I had more time. Totally get it. You know, I did more arting when I was in line waiting to pick up my kids. 3 of them. So this is the 1/4 inch stencil brush. I just want to show you that I brush off the majority. I brush into it and then I brush off most of it. But I'm going to go in, and this is how I'm going to kind of create my middles here. Just gives them that soft. Saves me from having to add little dots, and I'm telling you, I used to be the queen of carpool. I have twins and an older son, and so I used to just take my book and leave it in the car, and that's where I did most of my arting. Okay, now this guy, I'm going to come up here and kind of shape it. Hardly any paint on there. And see, I just keep brushing around. That's really the trick with stencils, is if you're using stencils too, pounce off most of the paint. A lot of people, the stencils crawl right, the paint crawls right under because you're just using flat out too much paint. And you know what looked pretty here? Gold. A little bit of gold. I'm in the mood. Ooh, maybe not. Come out. Okay. So now I don't even wash the brush off. I just have a towel here. And I'm just going to bring in some beautiful metallic gold. Oh. Why? Just because she told me she likes Bumblebee and then I'm just covering it all up? No, I like the gold. So here's what the gold did to it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't need to go overboard. I will go completely overboard. I know it. I know my weak spots. Okay, now quite honestly, I could put some leaves in here because I got plenty of space. I could just leave it. I'm gonna go in here. What time is it? 8:21. See? Oh, I had, oh, and an older son. Oh, it changed my life. That's where I kind of said, well, I started to say take that job and shove it, but it changed my life. When you're a mom of twins, you're like kindred spirits. Anybody who has a multiple child, you're just like, or Irish twins. Those were the ones my girlfriend had Irish twins, and I was like, I don't know how you do it. She's like, I don't know how you do it, but all mothers in all ways. Just now see, I'm just going in and having a little bit of fun shaping these guys. Now, I don't know why these leaves are like these petals, so I'm just going to come bring those out. Cheryl just said, Cheryl just said, did I tell you I love gold? I did not know that. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm thinking no leaves. I'm thinking no leaves. But I am thinking about filling in. I got a plan. Just trust me. My next door neighbors had twins. They weren't. We didn't really know. My next door neighbors had twins. They weren't my neighbors for very long, but the kids were never outside. We never understood why the kids were never outside, because my kids wanted to play with them, but they had twins. 9 months and 1 day apart or something. No, not 9 months. 1 year and 1 day apart. 2 sets of twins. 1 year and 1 year. 1 day, 1 year and 1 day apart. 1 year and 1 day apart. We never saw them. But I always wanted to just say to her, like, how did you do it? And then when I went into the hospital to have my babies, I was like, hey, if you're in there, tie a knot. But they never went in there, so then I had to, I was not going to chance having more. I was like, no. And mine were born in a military hospital, so right out, I told that, no. No more. I was like, you figure out, but could you imagine 2 sets of twins, 1 year and 1 day apart? I mean, I don't know why they never went outside other than the mom was probably like, I just can't do it. Okay, I think I decided on this color. And then I'm going to take this. So remember the red one? I have a set of twins. I'm the oldest of 6. They were in the middle. Oh. My aunts were twins. So that's kind of explains my situation. It was definitely hereditary for me, I think. Okay, so I'm just taking, oh, I should just tell you what I'm doing. Mermaid Lagoon, just a teal. I'm just coming in and going in where I watercolored, but I'm just adding a little bit of dimension in here and just kind of zhuzhing this up. I don't need to do anything particular to it. I'm just kind of giving it a light vignette. You know what's going to happen. I'm already sensing where this is going because I can't help myself, and that gold is sitting there. It's inviting me to splatter it. It's saying, don't waste me. Where is my fan brush? Oh, it's probably over here. No, no, no. I washed it. If I were a fan brush. I have a friend with 2 sets of twins. The oldest set is graduating college this year. The younger set is graduating high school this year. My heart is palpitating for the number of graduations she has to sit through. And here's the thing. When you graduate college, my twins went to 2 different colleges, graduated 1 day apart. Do you know the scheduling that is involved with that kind of twinning? Please send my best to her and tell her she is amazing. Do you know the amount? Do you guys remember when my twins graduated? It was like, what am I going to do? Am I going to get on a helicopter? My twins went to college 6 hours away from each other. I'm telling you, we did the trek. I was like, I'm not missing either one of these. Plus, they graduated during the pandemic, and my son was a salutatorian. So I was like, nope, not missing this. You're not missing this. And it was a miracle. We made it. Okay, I am just, whatever paint is left, I'm just splattering. Not much is left. So that's not much splattering. Yeah, that mother, I hope for Mother's Day, they literally just said to her, please don't come out of the room. Oh, I have a set of twin sisters. I read that wrong. I bet you that's interesting too. Okay, there you go. Cleans up like nothing. Literally, I hope for Mother's Day she was like, "Yep, nope, I don't want anybody touching me. Get away." Okay. This is why this is so helpful. This is just going to come through and just add just a couple of, what would you like for Mother's Day, Mom? Don't talk to me. All of you. Breakfast, fine. Just slip it under the door. Nope. Pancakes, yeah, just slide it right under the door. Just doing a little fine details here. Because I can't help myself. It's going to a special place. There we go. Oh. Breathe. Well, guys, the time has come to take the tape off. Look at that. I heat the tape up. It comes off much easier. There we go. I'm going to sign my artwork. I just wanted this to be pretty and fun, and why do I have all this stuff out? See? It's like, you guys, what did I use? Let's go through. I used the Pastel set of watercolors that I mistakenly swatched horribly, but that's going to do the job. I used a 6 round brush, and then I used a little thinner one. This is probably a 1, a 0, 0. 0. I did use the, now this right here. This is what I was talking. I'm going to move this aside because I don't want to get anything on it. Okay. I just take the tip of this, usually like right here. Okay. Do this, do this, do this. And then I just do this. So I don't really soak these in water. They don't need to be, I use it like a brush cleaner every now and again. But as I abuse this guy, look at this. This guy is so, everything's coming off of it. But it's my favorite fan brush. It's probably the brush I've had the longest. So now we are totally cleaned up. I'm going to bring my face. These were just the mirror. I do list all of the supplies, by the way. And under my website, under free tutorials, you can see prior weeks. And if you're signed up for my newsletter, we let you know when new stuff goes on there. If you're interested in shopping my shop and supporting my potty that I am building right now, I just threw the link in there. I'm kidding. But I am going to make some total joke and put like I am going to put a tip jar in there. I am kidding. I'm not. Yes, I am. Okay.